you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good, thanks.
So you're coming to us straight from Dubai.
Straight from Dubai, middle of the night for you, brother.
I know. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you. So give us some insight. I mean, you're from Marbella. You obviously moved out to Dubai. Like, what caused that transition?
I'm not from Marbella, brother. I'm from Poland. So I started further up north.
Okay.
So I'm from Poland. I'm born in Poland. Then I lived in Sweden. I grew up in Sweden. Then moved to UK from there. And then I moved to Marbella. So I was living there for 8 years.
Mm.
And
And
it
what
just
brought?
got too small. It just got too small, brother. Marbella is fantastic, but it's quite a small city.
Mm.
So I was searching for somewhere to spread my wings, brother, and Dubai was the next place.
Tell us a little bit about like what that's like training in Dubai right now. You know what you're doing.
Hot,
Eh,
brother, that's how it is.
Huh?
Fucking hot.
Yeah.
Dubai is fantastic, man. Dubai is fantastic. The gyms here are crazy. You have as many options as you want. You want luxury gyms, you want huge gyms, you want boutique gyms. You have anything for your liking. So you can never get bored of training in Dubai. There is a million options.
Nice.
Um, so you can jump in between, and that's what I mainly do. So I have my base, which is where you see my videos, TK MMA Fit.
Mm.
But I always jump in once a week at least to another place just to change the scenery a bit.
Mm.
But yeah,
Mm.
Dubai has amazing fitness scene.
So tell us a little bit about right now with what you're doing with your training. What's that look like? Your nutrition. Kind of give us some insight on how you're keeping up.
Brother, I tell you like this, I'm gonna blow everybody's minds out. So I've been doing the same thing for 15 years. Um, my training looks like this. I go and I just murder this body.
Mm.
That's the goal I have with the training. I've achieved everything that I needed to achieve in when it comes to learning movements, learning how to perfection those movements, learning different styles of training. So of course, like everybody, when it comes to weights, I started out like bodybuilder. Then I went over to CrossFit.
Mm.
Then from that went over to gymnastics. Then started mixing in calisthenics, and then I mixed everything up together. And I came to a conclusion that if the more you mix, the more you learn. The more you learn, the more you evolve. Bodybuilding, it's Olympic weightlifting, some CrossFit type of training in that, some calisthenics, and my name for all of that is just power building. So
Mm.
what I do is I'm just trying to build this body to be as powerful as it can possibly be.
Mm.
So the muscles is more of muscles are not the goal. Power is the goal when it comes to
Mm.
my training.
I know nowadays, you seem to be really pushing this mindset and not just, the looks, but more so like
Definitely.
the inner. Give us some insight on like how that works in terms of like people that are going to work with you and, what you're doing to help people with their mindset.
Now what I show online is what I've been doing always. So you know yourself. I mean, you cannot build a body without strength or strengthen the body without strengthening the mind. And you
Mm.
cannot strengthen the mind without strengthening the body. They are one mechanism. They function all together, right? So you cannot separate them. I just never focused on the mind. We focused on the body, and the mind was on the side of that, and it was just more. When you train close to somebody, when you meet somebody a couple of times a week, you become tight, and that person's life is happening. So they were training with me, the guys that I was training back then, and they coming with problems, and we were solving the problems as we go, and I was giving my on. And later on, I realized that even bigger transformations that my clients used to do than the physical transformation was the mental transformation, who they became, how they started feeling about themselves. I had many times girlfriends, wives messaging, "You've changed my man," and I'm not talking about the body. You actually gave him a different view. The physical is something that every man has close to heart. Every man would like to feel powerful, right?
Mm.
And when you realize that something that's been a dream of yours for maybe half of your life or all of your life, and suddenly it's happened, you just get empowered, achieved it. What could I more achieve that I've been dreaming about?
Mm.
So getting fit, man, empowers you and makes you just stronger mentally because you realize that shit, I could do this. Probably I can do other things that I was telling myself that I can't.
Mm. Tell us a little bit about your supplement routine these days. Like, are you using,
Yes, so
Nutrabolics? Give us some
yes,
insight.
so I use Nutrabolics, and that's because I know you, but I know you through Nutrabolics. So I tried out Nutrabolics. Must have been 6, 7 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And I liked it, and I liked it. And the way I try out supplements is I go on it, and then if it works, when I go off it, if I notice a difference, that is when I go back on it, and then I stay. And that happened with Nutrabolics, so that's the reason I stayed with you guys. How do I supplement? I always supplement for power, for muscle size, and for recovery.
Mm.
So creatine, protein, EAAs, and BCAAs is basics in every supplementation, always with me. And
Mm.
then sometimes I add other stuff when I feel my body needs, for example, for joints, sometimes for energy. But that four supplements is always a base.
Mm.
So
Can you
creatine, protein, EAA, and BCAA is a base for me.
can you give us some maybe like three tips, fat loss tips for people out there who are looking to lose some weight? Can you give us some insight?
Super, easily. Number one, you have to start understanding that hunger is unevitable when you want to lose weight. You have to be hungry. You cannot lose weight without being hungry, because that's probably the biggest misconception that people have. They are trying to lose weight not being hungry. So they change the meals, they eat more often, more frequently. That's not the way to go. If you want to lose weight fast, be hungry. The
Mm.
more hungry you are, the faster it goes, because then the
Mm.
body goes in and taps from. So if you don't deliver the energy to it, it will just have to tap into the fat depots and cut all that fat out.
Mm.
So that's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, way to lose fat. Be hungry. So you have to start changing your view on hunger. You have to get rid of everything you have at home that should not be there. Because when you're hungry and there is something at home that should not be there, your brain will just totally occupy you and take it and eat it. So get rid of all the shit you have at home. Nothing that you love should be there. You're probably not going to just go up and snack on steaks.
Mm.
But if there is some nuts, there is some sausages, there is some kind of chocolates, there is some ice cream, nobody's that strong that they can always say no. So just get rid of all the shit. So cardio is not the best way to lose weight.
Mm.
You burn more calories in a hard compound session than you do in the same amount of time on a cardio session.
Mm.
And the thing is, what people also do a big mistake with is they go and smash their body. And that's, of course, it does help, because the thing is that in high intensity training, you don't build muscles necessarily. You exhaust the system, you burn fat, but you don't build maximally muscles. What happens when you pack on more size of muscles? Those muscles require energy throughout the whole day. If you're walking, if you're sitting, if you're just laying down, those muscles will burn more energy. So the more muscles you pack, that loss you are getting, because those muscles are in need of energy. So they will be burning more of the calories daily if you have 90 kgs of muscles or if you have 80 kgs. So
And
that would
right.
be the three biggest things to focus on.
And what kind of diet plan essentially would you recommend for people out there? Would you recommend like a keto, Mediterranean, low carb? Like what's your kind of go-to for people that are trying to get shredded?
So the number one most important thing, as I said, is hunger. And what helps you to not overeat is intermittent fasting.
Mm.
I've been living like that for 15 plus years. I put every single client of mine on intermittent fasting.
Mm. So tell us a little bit
It's
about that. Is that like 16 hours, 18 hours? Like,
exactly. Either you don't eat for 16 and eat for 8, or if you're gonna go, or if you want to go even harder, you don't eat for 18 and eat for 6. And now
mm.
when those hours are doesn't matter at all.
And what about yourself? Like, what would a daily kind of routine of fasting look like? Do you go
Hmm.
8 and 16, or do you ever go like 20 or 24?
24 rarely, 20 happens, but that happens more because of work. I just don't have the time in
And
working, filming, and so on.
mm,
I just with hunger, I have made it my friend. So hunger
mm,
comes to me, forces me that it wants food. I don't give myself food for a while, and then the hunger just disappears, and I could probably stay for 40 hours without food.
wow,
Hunger disappears after a while, right? Everybody who has been hungry, and everybody has been hungry at some point, it does disappear. So I've become very good at being hungry. That's a skill like everything else. But my normal nutrition is I eat 2 meals a day, and I am trying to eat the first meal as late as possible, because it's easier in the morning to not eat than to not eat later on in the evening or during the day.
Mm,
So I wake up at 4:30, and my first meal will be between 12 and 2 o'clock, depending on the day.
mm. And then
And
so
that first
yeah, go ahead.
and that first meal will be a protein shake with peanut butter, maybe some oats in that shake if I feel that I need a little bit higher calorie, a banana, and that's it. That will be my breakfast.
And then what would be your next meal?
And there will be steaks.
Like,
Steaks or some kind of meat. So just a piece of steak or minced beef. That is what I eat to 90%.
so you would have so in a day, just so I'm following you, you would have the shake, and then when would you have the steaks? Maybe an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours?
No, no, more. 5, 6, 7 hours later.
Okay,
Five,
so
six, seven
basically,
hours later.
so you're not eating a meal, like, I mean, technically the shake is a meal, but you're not eating like a whole food meal until around
No,
like six
late.
o'clock, seven
It will
o'clock.
be 6, 7, 8 o'clock. Sometimes times moves it to 10 o'clock. And what happens when you do like that? The body just absorbs every single nutrient it can because it's been so so little nutrition during the whole day, right? So
Mm.
the body just goes and absorbs everything directly.
So then is that it for the day? Just one shake and one meal?
That's it.
So are you hitting like I don't know what you would weigh, but I'm gonna guess you're like 170.
I'm not 90. I'm not 90 kgs, so that's like 200 pounds or so.
So are you trying to get 1 gram of protein per body weight? Is that your goal right now?
To be honest, bro, I don't really worry about that too much.
Mm,
I don't really worry about that too much because I'm also not in any perfect chase of anything, right? So the
mm,
more you are, so it's easier to maintain than to transform. You have to be more strict when you're transforming.
mm,
But the goal you want to hit is 2 to 3 grams protein per kilogram body weight.
mm. What about
Uh,
yeah, what about your recovery? Are you into like ice baths? Do you take a day off? Give us some insight on.
I take always a day off. So I train 6 days a week and one day off always. You need that. You need that. If you train really hard, you will feel that your body needs that, and it's not even healthy to not take that.
Mm.
But that's one day off. It's never 2 days off.
And when you take a
One
day
day off,
off,
and that's all.
is it an actual day off, or do you still do some cardio or what?
No, no, totally. When it comes to training, I do nothing, and it's both good for you physically, for your body to just recover in every single way. It's not pushed to do anything.
Mm,
If I feel for go and take a bike ride, I do that. But that's if I feel for it. But
mm,
I don't have anything that okay, let's at least get this done because we're taking a day off. No, it's a day off where my body, if it wants to do nothing, it does nothing, right?
mm,
But it's also good for the mental thing
mm,
because you get for one day to be without the gym, and then it's nice to come back, smash it another week, right?
mm, mm. Give some people some insight in terms of like what a day looks like for you right now. Are you training clients? Like, give us kind of like a
So
feel for what. Yeah,
at the moment, I'm doing two in-person clients. I have two guys from US that are here to train with me for a couple of weeks. So I wake up at 4:30. At 6, I'm in the gym. And now these guys, they are here for transformation, so we don't have any time limits on the sessions, and they normally last between 2 to 2.5 hours because
nice,
we focus on a lot. So it's a warm up, it's mobility drills, strength, technique, and then we just smash out a workout session.
nice.
So that's how, because I don't know if you've seen, but that's how my transformations are done.
Mm,
It's just in the end a numbers game.
mm,
So we train 6 days a week for let's say 2.5 hours a day, right?
mm.
That's 15 hours in a week.
Wow.
That's what people on average do in a month.
Mm.
So
So,
in 1 month we have done 4 months of what a normal guy that goes 3 times for 45 minutes to the gym. So it's a numbers game. The more you do, the more you get.
mm.
There's
so
no
what
there's no other magic.
when it comes to a transformation, are people staying in Dubai for a certain period of time? Like, say I wanted to work with you for a transformation. Tell us a little about how that works.
So I have two different options because not everybody can decide where they are for a while, right? If you're working online, then it's easy to relocate. So I have either one full online option or one in hybrid where we stay in Dubai for a while. Normally it is 4, 5 to 6 weeks, and then I continue to program them when they are back home.
Mm,
So it all depends if they can relocate or not, how the work is.
mm. So I may be visiting Dubai coming up in the next couple of weeks. Where would you recommend I train?
TK MMA, definitely.
Mm.
It's a hardcore environment. You need to try out two gyms. You need to try out TK MMA. That's going to be your base. That's where I am. And then you need to try out Seven. It's like a very, very luxurious gym. So
Mm.
it's a nice contrast. TK MMA is a hardcore, a lot of outdoor area. So you sweat, you get dirty, your hands are black. Takes you 2 days to clean them up. And
Mm.
Seven is exactly the opposite. It smells nice. It's nice music. It's Instagram type of gym.
Mm. And then, so
So
like,
both of
what
those.
area, what area would you recommend for somebody who hasn't been to Dubai? Like, where would you recommend I stay if I were
Depending
coming
if
in?
you prefer like city vibes or you prefer more beach vibes. If
Yeah.
city vibes, then downtown, of course, where Burj Khalifa is, downtown.
Mm.
There is also most of the restaurants and nightclubs and so on.
Mm.
Or if you prefer more vacation feeling, the Palm,
Mm. Nice.
on the Palm. Me myself, I prefer the Palm much better.
Mm.
There you
And
have also restaurants, everything you need, but you have water. It feels more vacationy, right?
yeah, would you essentially, like, obviously you've lived in many places. Would you say that Dubai is your favorite place?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I mean, damn, I love Marbella also. I love Marbella also. It's two very different places, right? Dubai is a big city. Marbella is a small fisherman's village that blew up.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, Dubai is fantastic. Dubai is fantastic to have as a base. There is one thing that I miss in Dubai, and that's nature. You don't get much nature. I mean, we are in the desert, right?
Mm.
So there is palm trees and so on, but you don't get much natural nature. So the way I and most people see Dubai is like Dubai is fantastic to have as a base.
Mm.
And then every
Mm.
couple of months you feel that you need to bounce out to get some nature. But I mean, Dubai is so central of the world. So you have Asia just around the corner. It's super easy to take a week there. So Dubai is fantastic as a base, man. I mean, you
Mm.
have everything you need. You have amazing restaurants. You have fantastic. You have good beaches. They are maybe not fantastic, but you have very good beaches. It's super clean. It's super safe. Everybody is happy. Dubai itself is a very fast-growing city, right? So they non-stop have projects how to develop the city, and the mindset in general of the people that are here is the same. So
Mm.
you never meet nobody who is here just to take it easy and relax and enjoy.
Mm.
Everybody is on a mission. Like we are doing this, we are going there, we are building this. Everybody is non-stop on the way to improve. So it's
Mm.
not a city that stands still, and neither are the people here.
Mm. Tell us a little bit about, right now, obviously, you're busy with the training. Can you give us some insight on, some other things that you're into these days? Like, give us some background, maybe, outside of the nutrition and the fitness. What else are you doing these days?
Yes, so I'm just went all in now on building my personal brand. So I'm building this
Mm.
movement, underdog mentality.
Mm. Tell us about that.
The the movement is an empowering movement for men,
Mm.
physically, mentally, and spiritually.
Mm.
So there is in this world nowadays, man, men are so lost.
Mm.
I mean, all of this toxic masculinity, men need to take down how we naturally are. Uh, Everything. My philosophy and the philosophy about underdog mentality is pretty much try to be and think a little bit like our grandfathers were.
Mm.
Emotions weren't the thing that was ruling them.
Mm.
They woke up and they did what they had to do to make the family feel good, to make the job they had to do good. They themselves weren't central in their own life.
Mm.
So everybody around them and their job and their mission and everything that they needed to get done got done. And then they went home and they never really asked themselves, like, how do I feel about all of this?
Mm.
Nowadays, there's too much promotion of feelings. Feelings have gotten too much importance.
Mm.
And for a man, it's not good to be too in touch with his feelings.
Mm.
Because if you're
Mm.
too in touch with your feelings, the feeling starts controlling you.
Mm.
And if the feeling starts controlling you, you lose control.
Mm.
So feelings are there to be felt, but they are to be used and controlled to achieve what you need to achieve, not for them to control you.
Do you have something that you turn to for motivation? Could be a YouTube video, could be a book. Is there something that you utilize to
Not
Get
really,
yourself.
brother. Not
No.
really. Not really. I've been having this mindset, build this mindset up for so long now. So there was a period where I was totally controlled by my emotions 16, 17 years ago. That was when I
Mm,
was overweight. I was doing exactly what my feelings told me to do.
mm,
And that didn't lead to anything good. It ran me to the ground.
mm,
And then I decided that I need to make a transformation. And I've been working against that because that job never stops. I mean, everybody will have a lazy part in your brain that tells you not today, take it easy today, you're tired, tomorrow sleep in, snoozing. That thing never disappears. Like every person on the planet will have that voice in their head, right? We have always one good, one bad voice in the head. But I've been for so long killing that bad voice that he's there, but he doesn't have any effect on me. Like I hear him, but he doesn't come in and he don't get to decide anything.
mm,
So I don't really need motivation.
mm,
The way I see life is I have my daily mission. This is the things that I need to do, and they just need to get done. And it doesn't matter whatever happens, they will get done unless the day finishes, and then I will just continue on the next day and getting them done. Understand?
mm,
So whatever tasks I have that I have to get done before I ask myself how you feel. And if
mm,
I am done with them and I would like to ask myself how I feel, that is when I check myself.
mm,
But what happens when you do everything that you should do and that you know that you must do, you don't have to ask yourself how you feel because the way you feel amazing.
mm. Do you follow any sort of protocol with in terms of like ice baths, hyperbaric chamber? What are you doing for essentially recovery? I know there's a lot of options in Dubai, and the
Hmm.
medical is high level. So give us some insight on
Hmm.
that.
So I do ice baths every morning. That's the first thing I do when I wake up. But that's
Mm,
not out of recovery perspective, although it has benefits for recovery. But I don't do it out of that perspective. I do it just out of the perspective that that's the hardest thing I will do that day.
mm,
There is nothing that will be worse than getting out from a nice warm bed and directly jumping into a 4 degrees ice bath. It's
wow.
terrible. I hate it. I hate every second of it. I hate it more and more for every day I do it, and I've been doing this for a couple of hundred of days in a row. And I hate every second of it, and it just gets worse and worse. But
How long? How
that's the
long are
first
you in
thing.
the ice bath for? How long?
5, 6 minutes. I normally
Nice.
put on some kind of speech or music, and I just sit there and sit until my body relaxes and that song is finished.
Nice. So you're up at 4:30. You're in the ice bath at what time?
Directly, directly,
Boom. Just get in
directly.
the.
If
Just
I
get in the
really
ice.
need to take a piss first, I do that, but I try not even to do that directly. Up before,
Well done.
so I really don't even know what has happened until I am already down in the ice bath
Wow. Well, good for you.
directly.
I thought I was
But the
hardcore. I
thing is,
get up.
what it does for you,
Go ahead.
brother, is life changing. I'm telling you. The first thing you do is you win over that little bitch you have in your head.
Mm.
That's the first thing.
I don't have a ice bath, next to me, but I get up every morning at 5 a.m. I take a cold shower, and I thought that was, pretty good. No, nothing. I just get right in the cold shower for a couple minutes, and wakes you up for sure. But
It
yeah,
definitely does.
yeah, I like that.
It's
So,
different. I was talking with a friend today about this actually. It's also annoying. The cold showers aren't much easier. They are different.
mm,
The ice bath is pure pain.
mm,
Like you are in pain until you don't feel anything more. The shower is annoying
mm,
because
mm,
it's like it's cold here, it's cold there, right? In the ice bath, it just it's like takes your breath out, and then you're there in pain, and then you're okay.
mm,
So I don't know if I wouldn't definitely say that it's easier. It's different.
mm,
It's different the shower, but yeah, that's the mindset of it, right? To just do something you don't want to do directly in the morning.
mm. Is there anything today that you wanted to chat about? Anything at all?
Uh, I haven't made a plan to be honest. This is first time I am even on a live on Insta, so I didn't even know how to
I
jump on. So
know.
no, man, I'm just glad to talk to you and to give some insights to the followers. Let me ask also because you asked about recovery, and I guess that there is a lot of people that would like to know about the recovery part.
Mm,
So ice baths, amazing massages, or amazing supplements, or amazing, but nothing helps you with recovery like taking care of your stretching and mobility,
mm,
right? Because when you train, your body tightens up.
mm,
So stretching and mobility loosens it back up, so you can keep smashing it up.
Mm,
Most people, most gym guys, they focus absolutely zero on stretching and hardly anything on mobility, and that is going to dictate how long you will be able to train for.
mm,
You have to take care of the muscles after you have broken them down.
mm.
So stretching and mobility is key in my routine.
And when would you suggest people to stretch? Like, would you say it's like right in the morning, after they work out, before they work out? What's kind of like a
After the workout for stretching,
yeah,
mobility in the morning. Mobility in the
nice.
morning, so you start moving up your joints, right? Now,
Mm,
if you are 18, you won't understand what we are talking about, but if you are closer to 40 or past 40, you know exactly what I mean. You
mm,
wake up and everything is like just locked in some place, right? And
mm,
you don't want to start your day by continuing being in a shitty position or directly sitting in the car and your spine and everything is just in a bad position, right?
mm,
So mobility in the morning is the best thing you can do, because directly you straighten your body out, you put the joints in the right position, and you get your body ready for the day.
mm.
So mobility in the morning and stretching after the training,
Nice.
directly after.
I wanted to ask you this because I just had a podcast with Tony Freeman and I asked him, I said, what do you do when you want to bring a muscle group up? Like a lot, like say
Hmm.
myself, I have small calves, right?
Hmm.
And if I came to you and was like, you know what, I really want to bring these calves up, Tony was suggesting I train 6 days a week, like just like
Hmm.
my calves, like just a few reps each
Hmm.
day, right? What's your thoughts on
Hmm.
that? Like, how would you bring a muscle group up? What would you
Uh,
suggest?
I wouldn't say couple of reps each day. Smash them totally as often as they just have the time to recover.
Mm,
So that means smash them out. Do your 3, 4 exercises, whichever exercises you decide to do for that muscle group, and totally kill them. Totally kill them. Because how do muscles grow? You break
mm,
down muscle fibers. The more muscle fibers you break down, the more they grow, because they have to repair. And when they repair, that reparation on the muscle makes the muscle grow.
mm,
So smash it up totally. Don't go easy on it, and then let it be until it has recovered. Because
mm,
otherwise, if you're sore, let's say you're doing calves and you're sore the next day in your calves, going and smashing them again, just don't give them a chance to recover fully,
mm, mm,
right? So
mm,
you wait until the soreness has disappeared. As soon as the soreness is gone, you go and smash them up again.
mm. What are your thoughts about like obviously you staying pretty ripped all year round, and I see you got the
Yeah,
abs going on. Like, how
always.
often are you telling people to train abs? Like, is it one of those things that you incorporate once a week, twice a week? Give us some insight.
So that depends on the level you have. So I train my abs once a week, but I
Mm,
train them exactly like any other session. So I smash them up 6, 7, 8 exercises, max out every rep, max out every set, and I have the strength to be able to do it. But
mm,
most people in beginning, after 2 exercises, they are totally destroyed. Like they can move, but they cannot physically tense the abs maximally anymore.
mm,
So for if you are in a beginning stage, every second day. So
mm,
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and add something on the weekend, and that's a very good routine. And the stronger you are getting, the lesser days, but the longer sessions.
mm, mm.
So
So,
it's abs are not differently than any other muscle. They are built the same. So if you imagine that you would be doing 4 sets of biceps curls 7 days a week,
mm,
or you smash 7 exercises, 1.5 hour biceps 2 or 3 times a week. Logically, you will get better results with 2 or 3 times a week because you totally exhaust the muscle, right?
mm, mm. What are your thoughts about splitting up the workouts, doing the cardio in the morning, doing the weights later? Because I know you mentioned that a lot of your, clients you're in the gym for 2.5 hours. What are your thoughts on
Yes.
that?
No problem at all. No problem. Amazing. It's very simple. The more you do, the faster results you get. So if somebody has the time, perfect. Smash it
Mm,
out, cardio in the morning, go and do your gym later in the day. It's
mm,
just benefits. There is absolutely nothing that gets worse from doing that.
mm,
Amazing way. What I do with people that have less time, even if you, let's say you only have 1.5 hour to train, smash out 50 minutes cardio before the training, smash out 1 hour of hardcore training, and 15 minutes afterwards, and you have 1.5 hour done, and you get on your way.
nice. And in terms of people like that are trying to lose weight and they're going in there, are you suggesting they eat an hour before they train? give us some insight on how you would suggest a client, when it comes to training, how they should fuel themselves.
So definitely it's going to be better to train fasting.
Mm.
That's the best way. It's not crucial, it don't have to be, but it's going to be more beneficial to train fasting for two reasons. Of course, your body will need energy. So it will have to go in and take from the storage that is in your body. That's for the one thing. For the second, after a workout, you don't really feel you want to eat. Your stomach, everything in your body is moved up. So it helps you to stay without food for a longer period. And all of this that you have to directly fuel your body after a workout, otherwise your muscles won't grow or your muscles will disappear. It's all bullshit, man. It's all science. The body doesn't work like that. So one thing what I would like people to understand is the body doesn't dictate the rules. You dictate the rules. But once you have decided the rules, you have to keep them. So your body will adapt to anything you do. You can eat 1 time a day, you can eat 5 times a day, you can eat before workout, or you can work out fasting and eat after workout, and your body will just adapt to your routine. But the more routine you can keep the body in, the better the body feels. So the body, how is fat stored? The body stores fat out of survival perspective, right? We used to hunt for food. It wasn't every day we were managing to get food. So as soon we could get food, the body ate the calories it needed, and all the calories that it didn't need, it stored as fat in case we don't get food later on, right? And the body will feel the same thing if you keep jumping. You eat 1 day at 9, you eat 1 day at 1 day you don't eat at all, next day you eat 5 times. Your body will not stop be insecure about how the nutrition will come. If you get it into a routine and you keep that routine perfectly, your body will start relaxing a little bit and will go, okay, I don't need to keep on to this fat because I know exactly what is the routine. We have had that routine for a while. I can relax. So creating a routine, whichever fits in your lifestyle, because that is the most important. So diets don't work. I've never given anybody any diet. Diets don't work. Because diets means, okay, I'm going to do the right thing for a short period of time, and then I'm going to stop doing the right thing. It's totally the messed up concept. If you found the right thing, why would you ever in your life stop doing it? Understand? So I don't do diets. I do lifestyle change. So you have to learn how to fuel your body properly in the absolute best way to achieve your goals. So it's a mindset shift from, okay, this is something I'm doing for a short period of time, and then I can go back to the shitty lifestyle I had. It's wrong. Find what works for you. It's the long game, right? You don't get fit in April because you're going on vacation in June. That's not what my mentality is about. Like, you've messed yourself up so far. Okay, now it stops. Now you've taken a decision. You want to get fit. Okay, let's get you fit. Let's get you perfectly built, and let's maintain this until the day you die.
I like that. I like that. Do you have any questions for me before we wrap up today?
Yes, brother. When are you in Dubai? And I'm going to murder you on a session.
I might even have to give you we might even have to have an ab pose down. I got the best abs in Canada, so you might even give you a run for your money. You never know.
Well, let's go. Listen. I don't care how they look. All I care about is how they function. So I'm gonna test the strength on them in
Yeah.
every way.
If I come to Dubai, it's going to be probably in December, November, December, when it's like not so hot. Obviously.
Yeah. November,
Yeah.
December, January, February is probably the best time to come here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because I'm going to be in
Nice.
Turkey. I'm coming to Turkey for about 2 months. I'll be in Turkey until the end of November. So yeah,
Okay.
and then
That
I'm
is
planning.
perfect time to come to Dubai directly after.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Is I'm
And
gonna,
Christmas is in Dubai is actually feeling Christmassy. They have
yeah,
Christmas markets. They have Christmas lights and stuff. It actually feels very Christmassy.
nice. Yeah, well, we'll get it. We'll get it on when we come out there. I'll put in a training session and see what it's
For
about. You
sure.
can push me to the next level.
For sure.
All
Looking
right,
forward
man.
to that then.
Well, thanks for
All
coming on
right.
the show, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.